Hi.
Oh my God. They got me laughing. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Unwind Friday. It's your girl, Lissa Black, bringing you the heat with the little street.
And it's your girl, Marie Lewis, edification coach, bringing you tools you can use.
And we are Sisters Edified.
Hey, you guys. Happy Unwind Friday, you guys. We're over here just enjoying some family like we do, unwinding after a busy week of work, you guys.
Yes.
What are you guys up to this
What are you
evening?
unwinding with? Let's get into it. Y'all, I had to bring this back because we ain't wasting it. Marie was like, did I tell you don't bring that back in my house? No, ma'am. Here it is. We got to get this done. So this is what I am unwinding with tonight. That one I told y'all about, that 13.9%. This is going to be the drink of the summer. Don't say I ain't tell y'all. Get it before everybody else get it. And then Marie, what are you unwinding with?
I am. Hold on.
Y'all got to excuse me. I looking rough today, y'all. But I had to come as I am.
So I am unwinding with one of my favorites, which is a Michigan wine. I gotta try to get you guys in there. Y'all, we using the backdrop tonight, trying to use the backdrops, which is a Michigan wine. It is called Leborosica Roseca.
No, it's not. You know what? And I know that city, but she messed me up. Like, why would you make it whole? Like, you were speaking in a whole other language.
It looks real fancy.
It don't.
No, but it's
a Michigan wine.
Lee Lanuel Cellars, but it's a Great Lakes wine. It's a semi-sweet red table wine, and I love it. I'm not drinking what you drink. That drink right there is for alcoholics, and you know.
No, that drink is like a one-hitter quitter. Like you.
I like drinking the wine that Jesus made for the disciples.
That ain't it. Like. Michigan made that for the nigga. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right.
But anyway, what are you guys unwinding with tonight? I would like to say, guys, if you guys are on Facebook, please accept the stream, y'all, so we can see your name when you're commenting to us. Other than that, it just says Facebook user. And so we like, what's up, Facebook user? So please accept the stream, y'all, so it can show your name, give it permission to show your name. If you're on YouTube, you don't have to do that. Tonight, you guys, we're doing something a little different. Yes. You know, over the last like month or so, I've been watching these stories, you guys, about stories that I have never heard of or seen on the news. And I'm like contacting Melissa, like someone were very emotional. And she's like, why you keep sending me sad stuff? But it's like, oh, I had to stop y'all. Y'all see, you know, we got the same glasses tonight. But it's just like, what? I never heard that on the news. What? I never heard that on the news. So we want to continue edifying, however, still bringing light to situations so that we can support people in need of support. So one thing that we learned about is this young fellow named Khalil. His name is Khalil Azad. Yeah, Khalil Azad. And someplace up in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. He was on a high-speed chase with the police. Well, the police claimed they were going to pull him over for DWI. But, you know, how do you know if somebody's drunk before pulling them over, right? Ain't that what it's called?
DUI.
No, but they said, oh, maybe because it said DWI on that one thing that I read.
Yeah, they got
so what's a DWI?
They got to see.
Gotta see.
But I wonder, did they change it? Did they change the acronyms for DUI? Driving under the influence to drive.
I don't know, but I can Google it real quick because I didn't even Google it. You go as DWI.
You was like, have y'all
heard driving under the influence is DWI.
They changed the acronyms then. Almost like STD, they changed the STI.
It says DUI versus DWI. Yeah. What's the difference? It says understand the meaning. DUI versus DWI can be helpful when looking at how states treat driving under the influence. DWI stands for driving while intoxicated, or in some cases, driving while impaired. DUI is an acronym for driving under the influence. Same difference. Basically. So that's what he got pulled over for. That's what he was getting pulled over for. But let's get into it, though, you guys. I'm going to pull my slides in really quick or whatever. Melissa, go ahead and talk while I pull my slides.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys joined us when we covered one of the school shootings. We're going to kind of cover it that way, where I'm going to give you guys kind of a timeline so you can get kind of a feel for the situation that was going on. So, it says on July 3rd at 01:27 hours. So 0127 hours, that's 1:27 a.m. If for the people don't know military time. And Robbinsdale police officer attempted to make a probable cause DWI traffic stop in the 4200 block of County Road 81. The vehicle did not pull over and a pursuit was initiated. The driver lost control of the vehicle, and the vehicle came to a stop on the 3900 block of Lakeland Avenue North. A search of the area by the Robbinsdale Police Department, with the assistance of the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office, neighboring agencies, and the Minnesota State Patrol Flight Division. This was a lot of people after this guy. Like, this was four different police officers, including the flight division, that was in pursuit. Hi, lovely Nasia, that was in pursuit of this kid. It says, based on a review of a body-worn camera footage, Robbinsdale police officer did not have any contact with the person who fled the scene.
Well, how do now know we want to say under the influence?
Right. Then? So now we want to say, like, just the first part of that story. They started pursuing him, saying that he was under the influence. But then it also goes on to say they never had any contact with him. So somehow they knew he was under the influence, or did they profile him?
The picture that I put up is a picture of the young man, Khalil Azad, that his family posted. All the information that I have come from his sister page. She is rooting for him because, you guys, this happened in what, July?
Yeah, July 3rd.
But I'm just now hearing about this month because his sister is really like putting a lot of, she wants to know like what happened to her brother, their family.
Right.
So I'm going to get to
so you,
I was getting to what you was reading there.
Oh, you was okay.
Yeah.
So then it says officers did with the passengers who were in the vehicle. Neither passenger identified the driver. 2 days after the traffic stop, a body cam of the male was recovered in the Crystal Lake by a citizen. This past September, the Hennepin County medical examiner ruled the death to be an accidental drowning. You can find that report, and we got it on. We can have it there if you guys want to find the report. So they give a timeline of the pursuit. Now, the real story, like, this is the police part of the story, which it has a lot of discrepancies already. You can tell they decided he was under the influence, but then they never had contact with him. But then suddenly they speaking to passengers that was in the car. So how did they go from not having contact to speaking with passengers in the car? All right. So
when he, I guess they're saying when he crashed, it was people in the car with
him. And they must have lived. Okay, so here's the timeline.
You don't say they must have lived.
I mean, they did live. Sorry, girls, you got me.
I thought I had to,
okay, so here's the timeline pursued. So on July 7th, on July 3rd, 2022, at 01:27 hours, so 1:27 a.m., our traffic stop initiated. Vehicle fled. Suspect hit the curb and the tree. Driver fled on foot. Officer spoke with the male and the female passengers from the vehicle. Minnesota State Police helicopter was requested to use a thermal imaging system to search the area. No suspect was located. They're using a lot of stuff for him just for a DUI. I mean, it's crazy. So then it says at approximately 01:48 or 1:48 a.m. Hours, the K9 track started by the Plymouth Police Department. No suspect was located. At approximately 2:20 a.m., a K9 tracked the Minnesota State Police helicopter, terminated search. On July 5th, 2022, at approximately 1250 hours or 12:50 or 50 p.m., Robbinsdale police officer was dispatched at the Crystal Lake on reports of a body located in the water along the shoreline.
And that was like 2 days later.
That was 2 days later. That's 2 days after. So it started on the 3rd, but this is when they found his body. Officers arrived at the scene and located the male, who was face down in the water. The male was determined to be deceased on scene. Hennepin County Sheriff's Office conducted a water-related death investigation. The Hennepin County medical examiner identified the deceased male. The deceased male body then contacted the Robbinsdale. So the family contacted them. They didn't contact the family.
Right. And the family, the family responds to this report. The family like, hold on a minute. This right here is not factual what they put out. So the family responds to them. Well, this is right here, the last part that you read. That was a little right, isn't it? You had that. Didn't you read
What?
That?
No, I didn't read this part.
Oh, well, go ahead. That's the rest of
the timeline. Okay, so then it says the police department, and at that time it was learned that the deceased male was the driver that fled on 7/3/2022. Timeline drowning case on 7/5 at 2022 at 12:50 hours, dispatched to the body located in Crystal Lake. Hennepin County Sheriff's Office conducted water-related death investigation. Hennepin County ME released, or medical examiners released, cause of death report, freshwater drowning. So they're saying it was a drowning that killed him. And then a social media post, because they didn't only like do this, but they started talking about it on social media. So on the social media post, it says, regarding Robbinsdale Sergeant R. Ken, his badge number is 3804, have circulated over the past several days and have been linked to a false claims by the posting and sharing. The correct information as it follows. Sergeant Can was not involved with any police activity related to either case on July 3rd, 2022, nor July 5th. It should be noted he was not on duty during these days. So this sergeant, he reporting stuff, he giving information, and he was never even on duty.
Well,
he
so
had
they
nothing
say.
to do with that.
So they say. So they say.
Allegedly. Sergeant Ken is not involved with any motorcycle groups or gangs, nor has ever been. And so I guess that was going around on social media posts that he was involved in some different gangs and motorcycle gangs, allegedly.
So how many of you guys, for you guys who just tuned in, we're talking about the story of Khalil Azad. He was a young man who was on a was getting pulled over by the police for DWI, which is driving under the while intoxicated. Which I don't know how they knew that if they never came in contact with him,
but they decided he was under the influence.
But anyway, he took them on a high-speed chase, crashed into something, jumped out of his car, ran into the woods. They claimed they never found him, but a couple days later, he was found dead in the lake. So they said it was an accidental drowning. However, so we just now went over the report. Melissa read the police report that they released of what happened. So the family responds to this report.
So now this is the family.
This is the family response to the report, and they respond, effing liars. There's bite marks all over Khalil from them canines. Khalil knew how to swim. If he drowned, why the F does my brother look the way he does? This is cap. Show us the review body cam footage from all officers involved. So the family posted this not too long ago, because like I said, this happened in July of 2023, but all of this is happening now, you guys. So I never heard it on the news, nothing or anything like that. So the family respond to that because they're like, this is a lie. Like, show the body cam. So they seen his body and they're like, it's K9. They had K9s that went into the woods looking for him, but they claim that they never seen his body. That, I mean, they never found him to catch him. Then a couple days later, he's falling in the lake, but the family is saying that his body, when they retrieved, had canine bites all over it. So
the dogs came in contact with him. Somebody came in contact with him.
Absolutely. So have you guys heard this story? I would like to know, did you guys ever hear that? I just heard this story like 2 days ago.
So and then they also released the medical examiner.
Yeah, the report. So the family, after they released their report, and the family responded, that's an effing lie. They released the family released the medical examiner report that they received, and this is what we have right here.
So I'm gonna do this, but then I want you to tell them the story the way the family told the story, and how he had reached out with his coworker or whatever. All right,
so no, that's a
different story. Oh, okay,
yeah.
And so then
they highlighted like specific areas, I guess, but you can still go through it.
So this is the autopsy, the examiner's report. It says they was calling it a freshwater drowning, so that's what it's labeled as, the case title. So Khalil, Hamid Khalil It says the deceased is a 24-year-old male with no known significant past medical history who was found floating in the Crystal Lake, freshwater drowning. Found floating prone in Crystal Lake. No life-threatening injuries or natural disease identified. Decomposition moderate. Toxicology. Then they just told us to see the other report.
Yeah,
So,
and it's another one that there it is right there.
it says on the scene and was advised there were articles of clothing and a pair of shoes along the western shoreline of the lake. The clothing items appeared wet and had sand on them. A permanent marker was inside of the left shoe. Why would he have a marker in his shoe? There also appeared to be cobwebs inside the shoe. Interesting. A deceased individual tentatively identified as Khalil Azad, date of birth was 3/24/96, was observed floating in the water face down near the west shoreline of the lake, north of the clothing items and shoes. His head appeared to be oriented toward the shore, with only the back of his head back and buttocks visible from the shoreline of the water. So somehow he ended up naked in this water, sound like, because his clothes was over there, and it says, look it says there were articles of clothing and a pair of shoes along the shoreline of the lake. There was not him. Because his clothes, it says that it like that's
and
what it said.
Cobwebs, I mean that when it's on the lake, a spider had got in. Well, not really.
And
cobwebs,
a marker though, a permanent marker,
right? Why would it? Because who walks with a permanent marker in there?
I don't know, y'all. Allegedly, so it's suspicious. So then like I said, his head appeared to be oriented toward the shore. Only the back of his head, back and buttocks were visible to the surface of the water. So HCSO Water Patrol Deputy his name is Threpthrow, reported the water temperature was approximately 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Deputy Threpthrow assisted in removing Azad's body from the water and brought Azad to the shore for further examination by the investigator west of the Hampton County Medical Examiner. Upon the investigation, West initial examination of Azad, it was observed that he was wearing a black t-shirt with a white logo that said Palm Angels on the front, gray pants with orange stripes down the side, and black socks. He also had a watch on his left wrist. His left arm was bent at the elbow with the palm of his hand facing upward. His right arm was also bent at the elbow, and that don't sound okay. And his like right hand,
it sounds like it's like this.
And his right hand was visible in the water. Azad's leg were straight out from his body and slightly bent at the knees. Azad had multiple tattoos along the body of his arms and hands, and the front of his neck, on his chest. His body was bloated and discolorated. His areas of his skin was peeling and blistered. More areas of blistering skin were also on the front and the back of his torso area. His eyes and mouth appeared partially open. Both of his hands were discolored and pruned. No other obvious trauma or injury was observed. A package labeled AK and a vape pen was inside of his right pants pocket. Paper currency. Yeah, okay, so maybe
that's the medical examiner right there that the family posted this, and they said it was canine unit bites, but I don't see it on there.
Yeah, but they not saying that they not seeing nothing. They claiming they didn't see the bites that was on him. But just the position he was in.
The position, like his arm, like he went into rigor mortis before he was in the water. Because if somebody's drowning, they're not gonna
clench up and have your knees bent. It sounded like he was kind of in a fetal position. But
that's what it seemed like
because it was bent at the knee.
What do you guys?
I don't know, y'all.
Give us your opinion, because the family in their heart feel like that he was murdered and threw into the water or whatever. I'm not sure. It's just the story. I mean, his sister is so adamant, you guys. She's so passionate about it. I just wanted to bring light to this story. We want to bring light to this story, and so you guys, this is this young man right here. And the next pictures I want to show you are what do they call
it?
Graphic.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Discretion is advised. This is the picture that everything that I have, I got from his sister. Has a public page she created for him that she's sharing because she wants the community to know. She's looking for support. She believes that her brother was murdered. And so that's the reason why I'm bringing knowledge to it. So the next one is that I'm going to show is him when they found his body that the family shared. So this is how he looked. Wow. This is his face, and then this is the back of like his head and stuff that the family showed.
Sheesh.
And he doesn't even look the same. Like, you know, wow. Like if we go back.
I never seen this before either, so I'm doing it for the first time with y'all.
Everything is new to Melissa also. But this was a beautiful young man, you know. And then this is what's Lex and the family. Oh, I went the wrong way.
The family is like, well, what happened?
The family seen the body for themselves, and they're saying that it's, even though it's not in the examiner's report,
and even his mouth don't look like I drowned. It seems like
it looked like if you look really close to the eye over there, it's like it's missing or something.
Yeah, like I don't know. Things don't add up.
So the family wants them to release the body cam footage that they have not. It has been months, you guys. Count how many months it's been since July. This was like July 5th when they found his body. So if we go August 5th, September 5th, October 5th, November 5th, December 5th, January 5th, February 5th, and what's today? The 3rd?
Yeah.
We're like 8 months, almost 8 months in, and they still haven't.
And when I think about the amount of resources that they use to track this guy who probably who had it,
because they thought he was driving under the influence.
Right.
So I want to know, because one thing that they did not put in there is the toxicology report that he was
right.
Under
They saying that because that's what I would like to know too. Was he really under the influence? Probably not.
So you guys, I want to go back to the beginning, because, you know, I let Melissa get started about what his family had wrote about him right here, so that you guys can know a little bit about him, because they want you to know about their brother, a father. He's a brother. He's a father, a son. I seen pictures of his mother, a very, very beautiful woman on the page. So they said, this is Khalil Azad. He was a father, brother, a son. His body was found in Crystal Lake last July, less than 2 days after a pursuit with Robbinsdale Police. Passengers in the vehicle with him at the time of the pursuit say he got out to run on foot and was not seen again alive after that. Now his family is demanding the release of footage after they say his injuries are inconsistent with the medical examiner's cause and death, accidental freshwater drowning. A vigil for Khalil will be held tonight at 6. And this was the other day. Khalil, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean to say his name. Say his name wrong. But one thing that I want you guys, I want to remove this one because I want to show you guys a video of one of the police officers who was there. This is so crazy, you guys, because the police officer literally tell one of the passengers, give me your information so you can be my next victim. I promise. I'm not making this up.
Like that.
I'm gonna it doesn't match. You're right. It doesn't match. That's the reason why I wanted to bring light, because these are stories. It's so many stories, guys. And me and Melissa decide we're going to start helping bring these stories to the forefront on our page. This is a story that happened in July that I never heard of until this month.
There's so many people come up.
Never heard of until this month.
And
it's another one that me and Melissa are going to talk about next week, about the young boy who was at work, you know?
Yeah.
But you guys, let me add a stream in. No, not this one, you guys. I gotta add another one.
Like, y'all gotta see this. Like, what he tell him. This is not an accident. And I believe he meant exactly what he said.
I gotta go into Chrome tab. I'm trying to go into my Chrome tab. Wait a minute. Y'all, this be a little extra, and because I'm such a younger woman, I don't know how to use this.
Such a younger woman.
I'm such a younger woman. Really don't be knowing how to use some of this stuff. So I gotta pull it. I gotta pull it. Cam up.
Can you handle it, younger woman?
Can you handle it? Can you go there, baby?
That is not. Yeah. Yep. That's our age. That's our age. That is.
That's my dad right there.
No,
but let me go back to it.
Can I get your badge number? Can I get your information?
Wait a minute.
Here we go. Can they
Hold on,
that?
no, they can't see it.
Okay,
yet.
we'll make it so they
I
can see
gotta go
this.
back to the beginning, and I'm going to share it on the screen. I gotta get back up here.
Can I get your badge number? He told him, can I get your information?
Is it in Windows?
You can be my next victim.
I'm trying to find it, you guys.
Got it. Let me know when you want. Did you save it?
I wonder if I have to open it up inside of Google tab. Then I was hoping that it will open it. Let me cancel. Let me close this down and try to open it up again and see if it's going to show.
Video file. Why you didn't say video? Did you
Because
save it?
I didn't. Let me see if it'll let me save it.
So,
Is it going to let me save it?
Yeah, save it, and then we can.
Okay. Where do I save it?
Oh, you on there? Oh, yeah, no.
Because it's Facebook and Facebook.
Right, I see that. Go ahead and
Let me see if it's going to let me save it.
It's a 15-second video. Or we can just tell them. But
we can.
But I think it's more impactful if you see it.
If they see it and hear it, you know. I know what I have to do, guys. I'm going to log my do it from Google tab. So I have to go into Facebook from here, and then I can get it for you guys. Facebook login, and then really want to. I don't even think he had to lie.
He probably thinking that and said it because he was in the moment, heat of the moment.
I'm like what did this man say?
He wasn't playing. He meant exactly what he said.
No,
that was not addressed. Not that we know of.
And this is somebody has him on camera saying
that. They said, "Can I have your badge number?" He say, "Can I have your information so you could be my next victim?"
All right, you guys, be patient with us. I will log it in right now so that I can pull this up in the Chrome thing. Oh,
because it asked you to share your screen.
No, because I'm in a different what? And I know that should be my login.
This better be, Marie. You should have had this ready to go. No,
I should have. And what's so crazy is, and that was not. It's giving me a hard time. Okay. Well, if not, then we'll just post it on the page. We'll share it. We'll share it on.
Go back one thing to the thing. To go back to the stream. Yeah. Go back to the stream and where it say share present.
I'm in. So I gotta cancel this out.
Okay.
And so because I'm in
share screen.
Let's see if it is share. Yeah, share.
Then screen. You logged into Facebook. That's when you sharing that screen. Now share. Now they can see you logging into Facebook. But if you go back, where was you at when you first sent the video?
But this in Chrome, so it's showing on here. But I'm trying to figure out what ML. This be making me mad. I'm like, what's going on? What's my login then? If that ain't it.
What was you in originally when you?
Hold on, y'all. I know how I get my login. I got to go to my password. What's the name on my phone? I'm sorry about that, Melissa. Just keep them entertained.
Are you not entertained? I'm just playing.
No, tell it. Get some questions on what they feel about this.
So
let's talk to some of our comments.
But do it sound suspicious though? Because I'm telling you, they act like he was drowning, but like you said, the body pictures does not match with drowning. Somebody drowning is not sitting there like this in a fetal position. Like you probably treading water, probably end up like this, whatever it is. You're not laying there like that, and his eyes beat, like his eyes are red and all that other stuff. Like that's crazy. You sure you want?
She making me mad.
Yeah.
Did I spell myself name like Marie Teresa at yahoo.com? And it is M. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me put it on the cap lock so I can make sure. What happened? Cap lock is on.
Ma'am, get it.
L. What happened to my pen?
Well, why are you saying it out loud as you type it though? That's wild to me.
I'm a wild
girl. Like you typing it and saying it. Like everybody can log right on in and have a good time.
Now that's what my Facebook manager said that it is. So
okay, there it is.
Well, I will see. Let's go.
You ain't got no game.
But they haven't
texted yet. I already approved from another device. Didn't receive code. Okay. Everybody can save that so you don't have this problem again, ma'am.
All right. All
There
right,
we
there
go.
go my code.
We almost there.
We are. Boy, this,
Help!
we get close.
Help!
We get close to the promised land, y'all. 2768. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little special, so I have to talk to myself.
They can say the code. Everybody see
Exactly.
everything. You remember this sharing.
We say save browser, don't save.
Yes, save it, please. Don't go through this again. Or do I?
All right, y'all. Here go the video. Soon as this. All right. So yeah, I use Internet Explorer, and so I realized stream my work on Google Chrome. So use that. That's the reason we having
I
difficulty.
thought they retired in Explorer.
I mean, what's the other one called? What's this?
Fox?
No,
that
that
one.
Firefox don't have the abilities that I need.
Come on, we gotta focus.
Okay, I'm going inside. I gotta go inside of here to get it.
No.
And I wonder if they're gonna be able to hear it when we share it. They should.
No, they should be. We'll see. If not, let us know if
Let
y'all
us know if
hear
y'all
this
hear this or not.
Ooh, she got a to-go box. Wait a minute. Oh.
And then come over here. You
Why
can't
you
eat.
eating it?
And is she digging in your food? All
right,
right, here
there
you
you
go. All right, let me go back to StreamYard to see if y'all guys can see that. I got this video. Man, did you hear? Hey, you guys, let us know if you can hear this. Be my victim. Yeah, he said it again. Did y'all hear that? Wait, I gotta pause it so I can see if they can hear it. You guys, can y'all hear it?
Yeah, can I have your information so you can be the victim?
Oh, it said no sound. Let me see what I could do. I gotta edit. Oh, I ain't edit to the what's that? No, that's not what I'm trying to add to the stream. I'm trying to add this to the stream.
Mouth open.
So I'm gonna add this to the stream, you guys. And then I'm gonna go back and see if I can play it and you guys can hear it. I wonder if it's a different way set up that I can put in there. Okay, so I have that right there. Let me go back to StreamYard. You guys, I'm trying. I might have to post it on the page for you guys to hear it. Because right now.
Hey B. That's my boo Bianca. Sorry, y'all had to come in to make sure she know I seen her.
I'm not trying to do that. So I'm trying to remove it.
But he said it twice, y'all. He said it more than he like. Can I get information so you can be my victim? You want to be the victim for today? Like he.
Well, let me see if it's gonna get y'all volume this time. So I'm gonna play it again. Make sure I'm at the beginning.
I know that. You want to be my victim for this today?
My victim for this today. Oh my goodness! You
He's
guys,
bold,
did y'all hear it that time? I don't even know if they hear. I just hate that Facebook that where I cannot download
we making it short. Maybe we'll agree to make it short.
Yeah.
They can see it on the page.
So guys, hold on a minute. Let me pause this right here, wherever it says.
You said it on. No.
So guys, that right there, it's not showing any sound to it. So we're going to post it on the page so y'all can hear. But what he does say is, yeah, do you want to be my victim? And then he said, and his brother, and then one of the brother said, you know what happened to my brother? He said, I do know what happened. Give me your information so you can be my victim for this.
Yeah, he's like, you want to be a victim for today? You
want to be my victim for
it's
today?
Wild. He was very
wild. He was very bold about it. So we're going to post this video on the page for you guys to see it. But before we go, I just want you to let you know that, so Khalil, am I saying his name right? Because I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Khalil's sister name is Ashlyn Willis. This is the memorial page that she created. If you guys want to follow for more information, she created for her brother. And so for more updates about this, if you guys want to get it, you guys can get it from her page right here. This is where I'm getting all my information from. This is also something that they have been going on. They have mobilized a demand for answers, justice for Khalil on Wednesday, March 8th. So if you live in the Robbinsdale, Minnesota area and want to be a part of this and want to support this family, this is where it is. You guys can go to that page and say that you're going. There's the address. Show up and support this family for that. But you guys give us your thoughts.
Ask some questions.
Ask some questions. Do you think that he ran into a lake and accidentally drowned, even though his family said he could swim?
And the body is not showing drowned.
And the body not showing, the body has like bruises, and the family said canine bites on it, and they claim they didn't see it. Or do you think that it was some foul play with this story? Comment and let us know. Let's talk about it.
And stay tuned for next week, because the next week one
is like
really crazy.
It's so many.
Yes, it's so many untold stories. So many of our people are senselessly dying or mysteriously dying, or we getting these reports. Like if you see the report or happen to hear about it, because every case is not highly profiled or highly spoken about. But yeah, and so many of our people are come up missing. So we just want to kind of bring some of these to the light, on top of building and edifying, because what you don't know can hurt you.
And we just want to remind you guys to go ahead, if you're on YouTube, like, comment, share, and subscribe our YouTube and our Facebook, so we get more followers, so we can bring more awareness, bring more edification, and building up of the people we want to build up. Our people, we're trying to find our people. So go ahead and do that for us.
So thank y'all so much for joining us. Y'all, I look rough today, so excuse me, but it is what it is. We coming to you raw and uncut. But thank you so much for joining us. If you have a topic you want to discuss, or anything you want to discuss that's going on in the community, or a story like this, drop it in the comments. You can write it to myself or Marie, or in our group we have on Facebook. We will do the research for you and bring it before you. Thank you so much for joining us for Unwind.
And if you have a story that you heard about like this and want us to do the research and get all the information and bring it to the light, we will absolutely do it. Before we go, I would like to say, hey, Facebook user. You guys have to accept the StreamYard, because that's how you set up. We don't know who you are unless you accept StreamYard to get on permission to show your name. But thank you guys for joining us. We love you. See you next Friday.